Morning, Your
Morning.
Honor.
How are you,
My
sir?
name is Coleman. I represent Alexander Clements.
Alexander Clemens.
That's correct. He turned himself in this morning. I checked and verified that he is
Yep,
there.
he's here. Thank you, counsel. We do have his file, and he's okay. He is on the list. We do not have his file as of yet. So they're finishing on the last 3 files, and they'll bring them into court. And we'll call over to the DDC, and as soon as we get your file, counsel, we'll try to call your matter as soon as we get it. Okay?
Thank you, Judge. Just when will the PCC be conducted?
No idea. Wait till we get the file. I don't have the file prepped yet.
Okay, because
So as soon as we get it, we'll let you know immediately. It should be in the next few moments. Can I get your P number real quick?
P43321.
Thank you, counsel. And just give us a moment. We're called the DDC now. And then let's say as soon as we get your file on Mr. Clements, we'll let you know.
Thank you again, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. 14. Yep. Alexander Clements. Thank you, counsel. Good morning. At your pleasure, officer. We have a retained counsel for number 14, Alexander Clements, that's ready, but we do not have the file prepared. It should be here in the next couple of moments. I believe we have all the files but 3, so I'll let you know as soon as we get the file. Thank you. Brother counsel, good morning. Good morning, sir. You had 2 at D3. Do we have a chance to talk to those yet? Perfect. Thank you, sir. And then Peterson and Goldsby.
I was supposed to go. I was supposed to.
I can hear you.
I was supposed to go see the nurse because of my prostate cancer. They never came down me or nothing. So I was wondering.
So are you down here for court? What's your last name?
No,
Somebody brought you down for
that's not permanent.
Oh, okay, so as soon as you finish your court, then they'll take you
Do you think they get?
Well, you don't, your medicine, you can't order it, and the police will go and pick it up.
Clerk, this one is going to be at,
Now, this one has, so yeah.
it's going to be a personal bond. If we could change that. Sorry. Thank you. 2,500.
Gotta wait. I don't know if any in it. Ask who?
You can stay in that big. Yeah. Right now, don't have any. And before getting ready to start, so I can't go get. Clement. Take it ready to coach. Take it ready to coach. Or you just wait till the glory pop on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then we're gonna go in this order.
We don't split that. Frank Davis for the last year, Bam Bam.
Okay.
Good morning,
Good
Council.
morning. I am Attorney Monica Sanford. It's my understanding you have my client Carl Newman.
Carl Lumen?
Newman.
I think. Okay, thank you, Council. Yes, we do. Could I, one moment, let me see if we have his file. Carl Newman is, yep, number 16. Yes, ma'am, that's a final. Council, we do have, he was the last that made the list on Carl Newman. We don't have the file yet. Madam Clerk is still prepping the file, so as soon as we get the file, we'll call your matter, okay?
I talked to Ms. Stanford a minute ago. I gave her all the information on Mr. Newman, so I'm going up to talk to Judge King and try to get this.
Do whatever you gotta do, Council, thank you. And then, Mr. Newman, can I get your P number, Council?
62315.
Thank you, ma'am. And then, good morning, Council, Iverson, Ms. Iverson?
Hey, good morning. I have Antoine Beatty. The DDC just told me he just made the list.
Antoine who?
Beatty, B-A-D-E-Y.
Okay, he didn't make the morning list, it doesn't appear. So it doesn't look like Mr. Beatty made the list, Council. If you would like, we could call you. It looks like we got a final list and there's no Beatty on the list. He may go in the afternoon. We have a 2:30 docket, but he's not going on the morning docket, it doesn't look like.
Okay, can I send it in my appearance and then give my cell phone number in the event that he's on the afternoon one?
Sure. Officer, go ahead. Cell phone, go ahead, Council.
Oh, 313-919-0200.
And who was that on? Beatty?
Antoine Beatty. I can email over my appearance. That way it'll be right on there.
Okay. All right,
Should I-
Council.
should I
So
email or
if
fax?
he happens to make the morning list, we'll call and let you know. If not, check back with us at 2:30.
Okay, who should I email to or fax?
It's on the website,
Okay.
on the
all right.
36th District Court website on how to submit the appearance.
Got it. I didn't know if you had a specific instruction for your courtroom.
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. If he makes the morning list, we'll give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Are you ready for Clemens, Your Honor?
Clemens?
Clemens, Alexander Clemens.
Oh, no, ma'am. Nope, we still don't have that file. Thank you for asking, though. Nope, I'll let you know as soon as we get the file on Clements. And we also have retained counsel for Newman, number 16, but we do not have files for either of those gentlemen. I'll let you know as soon as we do. Thanks for asking. And then officer, we're ready on both of these at Division 3, and I think they've already been interviewed. If we could call Division 3 and have them call whenever they get a chance. Thank you.
They did this to me yesterday. You don't talk this is one thing. They didn't ask for one. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, officer. Thank you. Do you have anybody ready, officer?
Yes, we have plenty.
Like I said, we do not have that file. I will let you know when we get that file, so please bring somebody else.
I said we have plenty.
Good morning, sir.
How you
State your
doing?
name, please. I'm well, thank you. Asking, how are you?
Put it down.
Up.
Oh.
Right.
What do you say? My name?
Your full name, please?
Oh, my name is Cornell Edward Short Ed Fuller.
Thank you, Mr. Fuller. And again, good morning, sir. Mr. Fuller, you're here before the court, sir, on case number 10058-626, People State of Michigan versus Cornell Ed Fuller. Counsel. Mr. Fuller, did you speak with an attorney this morning, sir?
No, I didn't speak with anyone. I just came in, turned myself in at like 3 o'clock last night because I knew it was a DUI.
Mr. Fuller, this is being recorded. If he could just see in front of us.
Thank you. If we could get him to camera 2 to be interviewed before we bring him out, officer, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Go to camera two.
Ain't nobody on there.
Oh,
I'll call.
We're telling the council's walking over to camera 2 now. Make sure somebody's there for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, at this point, who do you have that's ready, that's been interviewed?
Okay, 1 second and I'll tell you. Are you ready to take them down?
Yes.
Okay, could we let them know who that's been interviewed?
Judge, I talked to Judge King, he said Mr. Carl Newman, you do a personal line with the tenant.
Okay, this all needs to be on the record and I appreciate that. So we still don't have that file. Could you let them know who we're ready on?
We're ready on everybody, Your Honor, except Fuller.
Everybody except Fuller, it appears. And we do not have files for the Clements, Newman, and I think maybe one more. But yeah, if you could go down the list, everybody else it appears to have been interviewed. Thank you.
State your first and last name.
Chris Estelle Jr.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Estelle Jr. Please take your hood off of your head, sir.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Estelle, you're here for a couple of reasons, sir. We're going to get through them one at a time. First, did you read, sign, and understand an advice of rights form today?
I don't.
I'm going to read you your rights, sir. I'll read you your rights. If you have any questions, just let me know, okay? You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. Have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, Mr. Estelle?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. First, we're going to handle, sir, some matters where you have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear at the 36th District Court for a pretrial and a review. You'll be released on personal bonds on these allegations, sir, and the court scheduling a court date you must attend on Wednesday, December the 2nd. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Ford. That hearing will take place via Zoom, off-site streaming technology. Before your release, you'll get information on how to connect, but it is your responsibility. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Estelle, you're here for ticket number 14563-407, June 19, 2014. Count 1 only, no operator's license in possession. A review date will be scheduled on an adjudicated matter, as well as ticket number SP 978-376, March the 13th, 2019, drivewall license or not valid or improper license. During these bonds, there's to be absolutely no driving. Do you understand? These two charges are, sir, misdemeanor allegations carrying up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail is a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall the warrant, set aside habeas, and plead not guilty on each open matter, or the one open matter. As a reminder, sir, you have a review and pretrial scheduled via Zoom, same date, time, and location. You'll be released on personal bonds on these allegations, or allegation in the conviction, and your court Zoom hearing scheduled Wednesday, December 2nd, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Ford. You have a couple of additional matters. Mr. Estelle, please state your name again.
Junior.
Thank you. And this is case 200-55011, People State of Michigan versus Chris D. Estelle, also known as Chris Donald Estelle. Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Schaub on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Estelle, will be formal reading, understand his constitutional rights and stand guilty.
Court will waive formal reading and their plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date in a moment as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 32 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit. He has no prior criminal convictions. He's employed doing home improvement. The work he does has asthma. Your Honor.
Does have, I apologize, an assaultive conviction on about November 19th of 2010 for assaulting a similar related DV conviction.
I apologize, Your Honor, it's incorrect. Your Honor, in both of these cases appear to be from 2019, Your Honor. October of 2019, so the case does have age to it. My client also supported and takes care of his elderly mother who's sick. He's the father of 2 boys. Your Honor, he's got family ties, community ties. I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. These are serious charges, however, they are allegations and we have some
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Estelle, these are very serious allegations and they are assaultive. The court considers the information provided by your counsel. The court takes into consideration your prior criminal convictions, which are concerning, as well as your capious history that we just handled, which tells the court, sir, you do not appear as ordered on unrelated matters. Given the court concerns regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter as ordered. Also, the court takes into consideration the information alleged in investigators' report, the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as stated as it relates to the ability to post bond. Mr. Estelle, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and absolutely no contact with Nakia Downey. Is that understood?
Yes.
No contact, sir, means no contact of any kind, no contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact. Is that clear?
Yes.
And based on your capious history and the information alleged in the investigator's report, you're to be fit with the GPS tether prior to release. You have a court date on this matter, a pretrial date scheduled December the 2nd. Stand by. Madam Clerk, you got December 2nd on these two and also on his Judge Ford. 1 second. You're okay, Mr. Stone. Stay there. Can we change this date? Yeah. Okay, what date do you want? Okay, and that appears to be the same court date as your traffic matters, Mr. Estelle, so we're going to get you a different court date on that matter. This matter is going to stay December 2nd, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Is that understood?
Yes.
And that hearing, sir, will take place via Zoom. That's as with the other matters and off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Given the information placed on the record on this matter, sir, you'll be released on a $10,000 personal bond. One moment, sir, you have an additional matter. And your name one more time, Mr. Estelle.
Chris Estelle, Jr.
Thank you. And this is case 19060913. People State of Michigan versus Chris Donald Estelle, also known as Chris Donald Estelle. Chris Estelle. Counsel.
Just Sharp, on behalf of the defendant, Estelle, waive formal reading of your case.
Court will waive formal reading on her plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment as to bond. Thank you, Sister Counsel. And Mr. Estelle, the court has concerns on this allegations, which are very serious. The court is aware of a separate felony conviction, not including on the assaultive conviction that the court noted on the last matter. Those are two convictions the court considers and are concerning. The court notes you have ties to the community. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation as well as employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. The court, as stated, takes into consideration the current epidemic facing the nation. These are not only very, thank you, serious allegations, sir, but court notes you have a capious history, as stated with the last matter. The court just handled a couple of capiouses where you failed to appear at the 36th District Court, given the court concern regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter as ordered. On this matter, Mr. Estelle, the court's scheduling two court dates, sir. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference November the 10th, which is Tuesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Tuesday, November 17th. Both 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Both of those will be heard via Zoom as well, Mr. Estelle, off-site streaming technology, which is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, and during this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that clear?
Yes.
And absolutely no contact with Triandis Antonio Martin. And as with the latter matter, no contact means no contact of any kind. Orally, in writing, through a third person at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Mr. Martin. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And based on the information placed on the record, your capious history, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report, you're to be fit with the GPS tether prior to release. Given the information placed on the record, the epidemic facing the nation, information alleged in the investigator's report, and your prior criminal convictions and capious history, your bond on this matter is set in the amount $4,000, 10%. That's a $400 bond, sir. Good luck. Oh, Mr. Martin, could you bring Mr. Martin or Mr. Estelle back? They changed the court date on the, we changed the court date on his traffic matters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And Mr. Estelle?
Yes.
I just wanted the new court date on the traffic matters in front of Judge Ford are now going to be heard December the 7th. That's a Monday, 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Ford. And as stated, that will be heard via Zoom. You'll be released on personal bonds, but the new court date for review and pretrial is December 7th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Ford. Understood?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. Thank you, officers. Good morning. Your name, please.
Frederick Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, you're here regarding case number 200-58465, People State of Michigan versus Frederick Davis.
On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Davis, will waive formal reading, understand his constitutional rights, and
Court will waive formal reading and enter a plea of not guilty. Mr. Davis, the court scheduling a probable cause conference. You must attend December the 2nd, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. That hearing, sir, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered as the bond comes.
my friend is 25 years old, he's a lifelong resident of Detroit. He is unemployed due to his mental illness disability. His mother is his guardian. We've been in contact with her, Your Honor. He's got great family support. Your Honor, this incident appears to be from back in March. Your Honor, I respectfully ask the court to consider a personal bond so my client can further take care of matters, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Davis, do you need any medical attention? You're doing okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Mr. Davis, this is a very serious allegation, sir. The court takes consideration information, advocacy provided by your counsel, your prior criminal convictions. The court's read and reviewed and considered the allegations set forth in the investigator's report, as well as considering the current epidemic facing the nation and the serious nature of these charges. The court has considered your employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. Mr. Davis, during this bond, so you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Yes.
And do you have any reason to be at the premises or area of 5105 Grayton?
Yeah, I lived there. I was living there.
I'm asking you now, now, today, Mr. Davis, do you have any reason to go today?
No.
Okay, so during this bond, no weapons, and do not go to the premises or area of 5105 Grayton during this bond. Is that understood? Detroit,
Okay.
Michigan.
Yes.
Okay, and it's very important, Mr. Davis, you listen to these conditions. The court's inclined to release you on a personal bond, sir, and if you fail to listen, very likely to get locked up just for not listening. So it's very important you listen to all conditions of the court. Understood? And you're going to be released for those reasons placed on the record, Mr. Davis, in the amount of $10,000 personal bond. Good luck, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning. Your name, please.
Cornell Ed Fuller.
I apologize. Your name again?
Cornell Ed Fuller.
Mr. Fuller. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you for your patience, Mr. Fuller. You had an opportunity to talk to an attorney, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Fuller, you're here for case 10058-626, People State of Michigan versus Cornell Ed Fuller. Counsel.
Justice Shad, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Fuller, who waives formal reading of the Stan's constitutional rights and standing.
Court will waive formal reading. Enter a plea of not guilty. Mr. Fuller, the court scheduling a pretrial date or a review hearing that you must attend November the 25th, which is a Monday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. That hearing, Mr. Fuller, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Your Honor, my client is 45 years old, lifelong resident of Michigan, no partner township, Michigan, is on SSP, Your Honor. He is graduate from Wayne County College. He is on medication, Your Honor, for not on probation or parole. I believe he was on probation with Judge Bryant, but he did all his classes, Your Honor, and compliant. This incident appears to be from 2010. So I'm respectfully asking the court to consider the person.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Mr. Fuller, you're here before the court, sir, because you failed allegedly to appear for a probation review hearing on or about June 18, 2012. And when you failed to appear, the judge you were assigned to issued a warrant for your arrest. The bond placed by that judge, sir, was $5,000 cash surety. I do have authority to change that bond, but Mr. Fuller, it's very important you attend all court hearings so you don't get locked back up and possibly get a bond. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, Judge.
Okay, so
sir,
let me finish up, and if you have any questions, you can ask me, okay? Let me just give you a little bit more information, and if you have any questions, you can ask me. Mr. Fuller, the court takes into consideration the information provided by counsel, the nature of this charge, as well as the current epidemic facing the nation, your lack of employment status as relates to ability to post bond. During this bond, Mr. Fuller, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, and no illegal controlled substance. Is that clear? No drinking, no drugs.
That's correct.
And you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and absolutely no driving. Is that all understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And for those reasons, the information placed on the record, the serious nature of this charge, as well as the epidemic facing the nation, you'll be released on an $11,000 personal bond. Do you have any questions, Mr. Fuller? You're going to be released on this matter. Any questions?
No, I just wanted to apologize to the court that I was immature for all these years.
No need to apologize. I know where you're going with this, Mr. Fuller, and I appreciate that, but no need to apologize. What I would like you to do, sir, is just make sure to attend that court hearing via Zoom on the 25th and listen to the court. No drinking or driving or drugs or alcohol or weapons during this bond. I hope it all works out well, Mr. Fuller. Just make sure and handle your business so you don't get locked up just for not showing up at the virtual Zoom hearing. Good luck, Mr. Fuller.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Good day. Good morning. Your name, please.
Deion Long.
Thank you, Mr. Long. And again, good morning, sir. Mr. Long, you're here for case 18057736. Stand by. That's not the right court. It appears that the case number, two case numbers, I apologize, Mr. Long. According to the file, it appears case number, strike that, this is case 1804516, People State of Michigan versus Deion Long, also known as Deion Tremaine Long, Deion Tremaine Long, and Deion Tremone Long. Your name one more time, Mr. Long?
Deion Tremone Long.
Thank you, sir. Good morning again. Sister Counsel.
Good morning, Madam Justice. I would have the defendant, Mr. Long, wait for the reading. Understand the constitutional right and stand.
Thank you. The court waived formal reading on their plea of not guilty. Mr. Long, the court scheduling a pretrial date, sir. You must attend November the 25th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court on a Wednesday in front of Judge Bryant. That hearing, sir, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. As the sister counsel.
Your Honor, before I get into the bond, is it possible to get Mr. Long in front of Judge Bryant tomorrow? If possible, Your Honor?
Well, I have authority to change bond if you want to give me a bond argument.
Okay. My client is 45 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit. He's trying to apply for disability, Your Honor, so he is unemployed at this moment. He does take medication for his prostate cancer, Your Honor, treating for that, Your Honor, and this incident appears to be from 2018. I'm respectfully asking the court to consider it a personal.
Thank you, sister counsel. And DDC, we do have the remaining files. So we have the files for the retained counsel, number 14 and 16, Clements and Newman. Thank you for your patience on those. Mr. Long, this is a serious allegation, sir. The court considers the information provided by your counsel. You're here before the court because you failed to appear allegedly for a review discharge on or about December the 11th, 2015, where when you failed to appear in front of Judge King, he issued a warrant for your arrest, placed a bonding amount of $1,000 cash surety. I do have authority, Mr. Long, to change the bond. The court's heard and considered the information provided by your attorney, your ties to the community. The court's read and considered the allegations set forth in, or the information set forth in the investigator's report. The court considers the employment status as relates to ability to post bond as well as the epidemic facing the nation. Mr. Long, during this bond, you are not to go to any Meijer store. Is that understood?
Right.
And you're going to be released on a personal bond in the amount of $2,500. Good luck, Mr. Long. You're being released, sir. You have a court date via Zoom, November the 25th. Sister counsel, does that address your question?
Yes.
Thank you. Good luck, Mr. Long. Thank you for your patience, counsels. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning. Your name, please.
Michael Combs.
Okay. The defendant, your name, sir? Mr.
Michael
Clemens?
Combs.
Michael Combs. Okay. All right. If we could bring out Mr. Newman and Mr. Clements when we get a chance, please. We have both retained counsels waiting. Mr. Combs, you're here for case 19045-649, People's State of Michigan versus Michael Combs. Court waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty. Mr. Combs, the court's scheduling a pretrial date, sir. You must attend on Wednesday, November the 25th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. That hearing, Mr. Combs, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Your Honor, was that November 25th?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, my client is 33 years old, lifelong resident, Detroit, no prior criminal convictions. I believe Your Honor is unemployed at this moment due to the pandemic. He is a graduate of Northwestern High School. He's not on probation at school. He lives with his dad, and he's been appeared to be from October of 2019. Your Honor, I believe he did finish a 30-day drug program. He has to finish. Your Honor, this has some age to it. I'm respectfully asking the question to consider.
Thank you. Mr. Combs, this is a very serious allegation, sir. The court notes your information provided by your attorney, including but not limited to current epidemic facing the nation, your lack of employment status as relates to ability to post bond. The court sees and considers that you have ties to the community, has read and taken into consideration the allegations set forth in the investigator's report. Mr. Combs, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and do not go to the premises or area of any Citgo gas station. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Given the information placed on the record as well as provided by your counsel, you're going to be released, Mr. Combs, in the amount of $4,500 personal bond. Listen to the court, sir. Good luck. I hope it works out for you. $4,500 personal bond. Good morning. Your name, please.
Alexander Clements.
Thank you, Mr. Clements, and good morning.
Good morning,
Mr. Clements, do you have a hood on your head, sir? There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Clements, you're here for case 200608777. People State of Michigan is Alexander Clements, also known as Alexander Cornelius Clements. Alexander Cornelius Clements. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Sterling Coleman on behalf of Mr. Clements. We waive further reading of the complaint and warrant and stand mute.
Thank you, brother counsel. The court waive formal reading and their plea of not guilty. Well, the court's scheduling a probable cause conference that you must attend, Mr. Clements, on December the 1st, which is a Tuesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. That hearing, Mr. Clements, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. It's your responsibility to connect on time for that hearing. You'll get information before you're released on how to do so. Does that make sense, Mr. Clements? Do you understand?
It does. I'm familiar with the Zoom.
Good to hear. Not guilty is entered. Esteban.
Judge, I'd indicate that we've actually been in touch with the Detroit Police Department regarding this matter for some time. And once we got word through the Wayne County Sheriff's Department that he had a warrant for his arrest, we walked ourselves in. He turned himself in the next day. Having said that, he was gainfully employed up until April of this year when he was shot during a robbery. He worked as a barber. Since then, he's been unemployed. So I asked for a personal bond. Certainly, he is not a flight risk, and I'm eager to get the discovery regarding the allegations before the court.
Thank you, brother counsel, for that information. Mr. Clements, your attorney has advocated well on your behalf, as always, and the court considers the information he's presented to the court. Mr. Clements, I hope you heal up well and everything's okay regarding the information your counsel provided. The court, Mr. Clements, considers the employment status as stated by counsel as it relates to ability to post bond. The court's unaware of any capious history or criminal convictions. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report. Counsel, does not appear so, but does your client have a valid driver's license? Are you aware?
He does, or did at the time, so he does have a valid driver's license.
Okay, thank you, counsel. I appreciate that. Mr. Clements, during this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Is that understood? No weapons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Clements, given the information provided by counsel placed on the record, you're going to be released on a personal bond in the amount of $9,500 personal bond. Good luck, Mr. Clements. Good luck, counsel. Anything further, sir?
No, thank you again, Your Honor. Stay safe.
Thank you for your patience. Good day to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Step out, please. Thank you.
Mr. Counsel, I appreciate your patience, ma'am. Hopefully they bring him here shortly for you. Good morning. Your name, please?
Carl Newman.
Thank you, and thank you, DDC. I appreciate that. Good morning, Mr. Newman. Mr.
Hello.
Newman, you're here for... Hi. Mr. Newman, you're here for case 20057-175, People State of Michigan vs. Carl E. Newman, also known as Carl Newman. Carl Newman. Counsel.
Yes, sir.
Attorney Monica Sanford, P62315, on behalf of Mr. Newman. Your Honor, I understand that
As to the arraignment?
As to the arraignment, we would waive formal reading and he would stay on mute.
Thank you. Court waive formal reading and their plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment. As to bond.
Your Honor, I would ask that the court reinstate the personal bond. In this particular situation, Mr. Newman, when I was given this case, I was not given any accurate information as to Mr. Newman. I attempted to contact Mr. Newman via the information that I was given. I was given the incorrect address and the incorrect phone number. Mr. Newman was trying to get to his court dates by appearing in person, and of course the court kept turning him away. I had asked Judge King to give me an opportunity to try to hire an investigator to try to properly locate him, but Judge King issued a bench warrant last week. So I would ask, because he was coming to the court, because he was trying to take care of this, and because of the difficulty, because of the pandemic and the lack of information, I would ask that the court allow him to have a personal bond.
Thank you, counsel, for that advocacy. It's my understanding that you or a colleague or somebody has spoke with Judge King regarding this capias, and could you tell me if that's true and what that conversation was about?
I know that my colleague was supposed to go upstairs and speak with him. I don't know what the final analysis of that was. He had not called me back.
There's somebody in court that maybe could speak to that if you want.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, Jessica Scheid, co-counsel with Philip Reagan, who just informed us that he did go upstairs, speak to Judge King, and was able to get Judge King to approve or authorize a personal bond with tether, Your Honor.
With a tether, thank you. Okay, so counsel and Mr. Newman, your attorney has done well on your behalf, sir. You're here before the court because you have a warrant for your arrest as stated by counsel for failing to appear on or about October the 28th of 2020. At that point in time, Judge King issued a warrant for your arrest and placed a bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Mr. Newman, without authority from the judge, I have no authority to change that bond. So I say all of this to let you know. Your bond was $10,000 cash or surety. One, it's very important you show up to court. If you don't, you're likely to get locked up and possibly a bond just for not showing up to court. Two, I say that to let you know that your attorney has worked hard on your behalf, as well as with the people that have placed their appearance on the record, to speak with Judge King and give the court authorization to amend that bond. And so, Mr. Newman, the court is going to take into consideration and amend the bond. It's just very important, sir, that you make your court dates, and the court considers your ties to the community, the information provided by your counsel, who has stated has advocated well on your behalf, given the court information to consider, as well as the allegations set forth in the investigator's report and your prior criminal convictions. Mr. Newman, during this bond, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Understood, Mr. Newman? Yes, sir? Yes or no?
We couldn't hear you. You guys were frozen.
Okay, well, I'll go back. Okay, Mr. Newman, did you hear the part that capias that you had a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear? Did you hear that?
Yeah, we heard that.
And so it's very important you to show up to court. I'll save you the lecture 2 times. But Mr. Newman, it's very important you show up to court. And during this bond, sir, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that all understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And prior to release, sir, you're to be fit with a GPS tether. And to be very clear, sir, the court's scheduling a probable cause conference you must attend on Tuesday, December the 1st. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge King. Mr. Newman, that's not going to be at the physical building. That's going to be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology similar to what we're using today. You'll get information on how to connect for that hearing before you're released. But Mr. Newman, I can't say it enough. It's your responsibility to connect on time. Failure to do so could get you locked up. Makes sense? So you have to show up to a hearing on time.
Okay, so I got to go on Zoom to take care of all this stuff now, right?
Yes, sir. Well, you'll get information before you're released, but what you have to definitely do is listen to the court. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, no weapons. And as stated, you have a Zoom hearing to attend December the 1st at 8:30 in front of Judge King. And given the information placed on the record by counsel in the court, your bond will be set in the amount $9,000 personal bond. Sister Counsel, anything further, ma'am?
Nothing further.
I appreciate your patience again. Thank you both. Good luck to you both. Have a nice day.
All right, you
Thank you,
decide.
DDC. Thank you.
I ain't got no problem. All I gotta say that. Get the clock, get the thing, and you go.
Yeah, will we get a Division 3 loan? Okay. Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Dwayne Clemens.
Thank you, Mr. Clemens. Mr. And good morning. Mr. Clemens, you're here before the court on case number 2005826, People State of Michigan versus Dwayne Clemens, also known as Terrence Eggleston.
Yes.
What you mad?
Thank you. Sister Counsel Court, waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment, Esteban. This is the capias.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Clemens, how old are you?
How old are you, sir?
29.
It's your attorney. Thank you.
And are you currently employed?
Yes. Cleaning service.
And do you live in Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, respectfully, I ask the court to consider a personal bond if possible, like, if case gets from the ground, I don't know if the court has authority to change that bond, Your Honor, but if,
Thank you, sister. Mr. Clemens, the court is scheduling 2 court dates, sir, that you must attend them both. A probable cause conference on November the 10th, which is Tuesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination following Tuesday, November 17th. Both 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Both of those hearings will take place via Zoom, sir. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for those hearings, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes. That's what I was confused last time. I didn't know that I had to do it on Zoom. Because I went up to 36th District, and when they didn't open the door for me, they said I had to do anything on Zoom. So I called my probation officer. She says they already had a warrant out for me.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Clemens. And as stated, the warrant was issued by the judge on or about October the 2nd for your failure to appear. And when that judge issued the bond, sir, I have no authority to change the bond. Mr. Clemens, during this bond, sir, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And as stated, Mr. Clemens, I don't have any authority to change this bond. One of the many reasons it's very important you show up to court so you don't get locked up just for not showing up for a Zoom hearing. The judge that you're assigned to that set the bond for your failure to appear for the preliminary examination on or about October 2nd, 2020 was placed in the amount $30,000 cash surety. Good luck, Mr. Clemens. I hope it all works out well for you, sir.
Okay.
Did you get in touch with them, Lynn? Thank you so much. Good morning. Your name, please?
Brian Scott Cannon.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon, and good morning, sir. Mr. Cannon, you're here before the court on case 2004547 People State of Michigan versus Brian Scott Cannon.
Dr. Sharp, on behalf of the judge, Mr. Cannon, who is formal legal and constitutional rights and
Thank you. Court waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty. Mr. Cannon, the court is scheduling a pretrial date, sir. You must attend November the 25th. That is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. Mr. Cannon, that hearing will take place via Zoom, sir. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released. Mr. Cannon, it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered. Esteban. Your Honor, my client is 36 years old, lifelong resident of Michigan, no prior assaultive criminal convictions, working for his uncle part-time. Your Honor, my client turned himself in this morning. It appears this incident was from June of 2019, and my understanding is that this warrant wasn't issued until August of 2020. 14 months later, Your Honor, he is living with his mom. He has a 6-year-old son who has TC custody with him, Your Honor. So I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond.
Thank you. Mr. Cannon, this is a very serious allegation, sir, and the court takes into consideration the information provided by your attorney, who advocated well, as always, on your behalf. Court's read and considered the allegations set forth in the investigator's report. Court's unaware of any capious history or criminal convictions, and has considered the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as stated, as it relates to ability to post bond. Mr. Cannon, during this bond, no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Absolutely.
And there's to be no driving. Is that clear, Mr. Cannon?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Mr. Cannon, if the court releases you on a personal bond, do you have any issues following the court's orders, refraining from any type of drugs, alcohol, or marijuana, and no driving? Do you have any issues with that?
No, there will be no issues whatsoever.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon. That's what the court wants to hear. Good luck, sir. The court is releasing you on an $11,000 personal bond. Listen to the court, sir. Good luck. I hope it works out well for you.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. And DDC, I appreciate your patience. If you could just give us a moment. We have a gentleman at Division 3-2 that we're going to handle real quick. You're all set, Mr. Cannon, unless you have any questions.
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. And sir, your name, please. Sir, your name, please.
Your Honor, is this Jail Division 3?
It is. Yep.
Yes, sir. This is Joseph Javon Goldsby.
Thank you, officer. Good morning. Mr. Goldsby, please state your name, sir.
Joseph Goldsby.
And good morning, Mr. Goldsby. You're here, sir, for case 200-45574. People's State of Michigan versus Joseph Javon Goldsby, identified in the complaint as defendant 4. Counsel.
Mr. Chair, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Goldsby, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute.
Court waive formal reading. Enter a plea of not guilty. Mr. Goldsby, the court's scheduling a pre-trial date, sir. You must attend November the 25th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of... You don't have it. I'll give you the judge in a moment. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court, sir. That hearing on the 25th of November will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered. Esteban, what's the judge on this one?
Your Honor,
Here's that.
my client is 21 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Detroit. He has no prior criminal convictions, according to my knowledge. He is employed at Land Bank. He is a high school grad. He's not on probation or parole. Your Honor, Mr. Goldsby turned himself in on Monday morning, Your Honor. And I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. I understand this appears, Your Honor, however, these are allegations. This appears to have been from April of this year, so it does have an age to it. He did turn himself in, so I don't believe he's at flight risk, Your Honor. He understands the no contact order. He has no issue with the no contact order. He's got support from his father. So I'm respectfully asking for a personal bond.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. And I appreciate the information presented, that you, Mr. Goldsby, surrendered yourself to authorities on this matter, and the court takes that into consideration, as well as your ties to the community. This is a very serious assaultive allegation, which is concerning Mr. Goldsby. It's very important you listen to the court, sir, so you don't get locked up just for not listening. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Goldsby, during this bond, the court also considers the information set forth in the investigator's report, your lack of capious history or criminal convictions, current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. During this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and absolutely no contact with Renard Peterson. No contact means no contact of any kind, orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Renard Peterson. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And for those reasons, you'll be released on a $10,000 personal bond. Good luck, Mr. Goldsby. I hope it works out well. Listen to the court and make sure and attend that Zoom hearing, sir. $10,000.
Right there, Mr. Peterson.
Judge Bryant.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good.
This is Cortez Peterson.
Thank you, officer. Good morning, Mr. Peterson. State your name, sir.
Cortez Peterson.
Thank you. And this is case 2006125, People's State of Michigan versus Cortez Peterson, identified in the complaint as defendant 2. Sister Counsel.
On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Peterson, Mr.
Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 28 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit. He's unemployed due to the pandemic. He did graduate high school. Your Honor, he lives with his mom. He has support from his mother. He has 2 children. Your Honor, this incident appears to have been confused. However, Your Honor, my client informed us that he's not in the county on June 5th, 2020. Co-counsel has verified that June 5th, 2020, 9 a.m. he was not in the county, but he was charged with
No paper.
Take that into consideration, these are allegations.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Mr. Peterson, the court is going to schedule a probable cause conference, sir, that you must attend December the 1st, which is a Tuesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. That hearing, Mr. Peterson, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Peterson, the court takes consideration the information provided by your attorney who advocated well on your behalf. You have ties to the community. The court's unaware of any capious history. The court has concerns regarding your prior criminal convictions and takes that into consideration, as well as the epidemic facing the nation, your lack of employment status as stays relates to ability to post bond, and the information alleged in the investigative report. During this bond, Mr. Peterson, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And given the information placed on the record, sir, you're going to be released on an $11,000 personal bond. Mr. Peterson, listen to the court, sir, so you don't get locked up just for not listening. I hope it works out for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day and you be safe.
Thank you. You as well. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. DDC, thank you for your patience and accommodations. That should be everything else out of your hands. If we could proceed at your pleasure.
Your Honor, I have a folder for a Pratt who's timing out. He was on the original list earlier. He's timing out shortly.
For a Bratton?
No, Pratt, Sherman Pratt.
I think he's in one.
Okay, he's not on the list, but we'll give it. Madam Clerk is calling into the back and letting him know Pratt. So do we? Are the other? We have a Alan Orande.
No.
Oh no, go ahead.
Zoom here.
Okay, no, thank you, I appreciate that. I guess the one we have left is a Johnson. Is that a female?
Yeah.
Yes.
Omesha Johnson? Okay, thank you. We'll meet you on the female side.
You know that's our 50%. I gotta do everything. Please. Everything. Cut it out. They're bringing it to us.
And then these 3 were all Zoom hearings, and none of them showed up. Okay, these 3 right here were scheduled. The bottom is the same gentleman, 2 cases, and that's the top. They're numbers 1, 2, and 3. There were Zoom hearings, and they didn't show up. None of those. Thank you. Sister Counsel, could you let Counsel know that we have one timing out? It's a guy. His last name's Pratt. Thank you. apologize. Thank you both for being, oh, we got a person on there first. Perfect. What's that? Whoever's doing it all, you're great. Thank you. Thank you. Is that the time and out one? Thank you.
It's already been prepped?
Thank you. And officer? Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Alicia Johnson.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson, and good morning. You're here for case 1106226, People State of Michigan versus Omesha Dominique Johnson, also known as Amisha Don Monique Johnson, Amisha D. Johnson. Counsel.
Jessica Shad on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Johnson, who waives formal reading, understands her constitutional rights and stands moved.
Thank you. The court waived formal reading on her plea of not guilty. Ms. Johnson, the court scheduling a court date via Zoom. You must attend Wednesday, November the 25th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. As stated, Ms. Johnson, that hearing will take place via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology similar to what we're using today. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Appears this is an adjudicated matter review date scheduled as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 40 years old, I believe, lifelong resident of Detroit. This is the only case that she has, Your Honor. She does take medication for her anxiety and high blood pressure. This incident appears to have been from 2011. My client has 2 children. I believe she had 3. One passed away right before this case. I'm respectfully asking the court to consider it personal.
Ms. Johnson, this is a very serious charge, and it's a conviction which you allegedly failed to appear for a review date on or about June 23rd of 2017. And when you failed to appear, the judge you were assigned to issued a warrant for your arrest and placed a bond in the amount of $5,000 cash or surety. Ms. Johnson, I do have authority to change that bond. However, it's very important you show up, because if you do not show up as ordered or listen to the court in all aspects, you're likely to get locked up and possibly get a cash bond. So it's very important that you show up to court and listen to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
During this bond, no use of alcohol, no marijuana, and no illegal controlled substance. And you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. And absolutely no driving. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson, the court considers the information provided by your attorney, your ties to the community, the nature of this allegation, lack of criminal convictions or allegations of assault the court's aware of. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation and your employment status as relates to ability to post bond. For those reasons, Ms. Johnson, you're going to be released on a $10,000 personal bond. Good luck, Ms. Johnson. I hope it works out well. Office. Personal bond. You don't have to post any money. You just have to listen to the court. Your Zoom hearing's November the 25th on a Wednesday. No drinking, no alcohol, no marijuana, no driving, and no weapons. Good luck, ma'am.
So that mean I'll be released?
On this matter, you will. I don't know what else you got going on in your life, but on this matter, you got a personal bond.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Officer? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So we had one gentleman that was timing out. We just got the file, so we'll meet you back on the mail side.
Yep, he's over there waiting for you.
Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. He hasn't been brought over to camera 2. All right, let's see if we can get him over there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for your patience. And it appears that that gentleman is timing out. We're going to handle him this morning. They just brought a file, but he needs to be interviewed first. Could we get him to camera 2, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Hey, LT. Just came back. Cell 30.
30?
Yes.
Mr. Tux, morning, sir. I'm good, thank you.
Open 47.
Thank you.
What else you need?
That's it right there.
These are the opens?
Yeah, I'm not finished with all of them. I
I'll
gotta
take
finish
what you got.
one. Lids out. I'm gonna tell my partner he can't never call off.
And the last one we got is Pratt. Thank you both again. Thank you. Which means, oh, just it.
Just to.
Right. Pratt. Bottom of this? Okay.
Well, under them. Yeah, right there. Above it.
Okay.
Above, yeah, right there. Thank you.
Gotcha. No worries.
I don't know nothing about no Sherman. I just know Chester. Is it Sherman Chester, John?
Yeah, this is an alias of Sherman Pratt.
That's an alias.
Sherman Ramon Pratt. Yep.
It is that that's an alias. They want to deal with like to see the information package.
What's he need to?
Is there a complaint at least? Take a copy of that, because we're allowed to have the complaint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
I know we can't do this before.
Could you make her a copy of this, please? Oh, you're welcome. Okay, how are you? Um, 17. Not bad. Yeah. We just had this as a timing out one that they just put a this brought it last minute. Timing out. Yeah, I think they were gonna plan on doing it in the afternoon, but how's your day going? Thank you.
Log all the way out. I'm about to log on to see if I can pull it up on your. No, log on. Log on. Oh, okay. Well, log on, but this under my thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it. Because I don't know how. I think I don't know. I think I do. Oh. Yeah. Ron, I hurry up. Smoke, because you ain't trying to come back. Only one more person, ain't it, Jeff? I don't know. Step in your step.
Have my shit.
They didn't even have, yeah, the action to get you on. They didn't have your phone. They didn't have it. They even sent the clerk.
They ain't have my brother. That they ain't gonna give me a personal.
And then you
Shit. Yeah, boy.
giving all the murders. That one that shot is on TV. What they gave you yesterday?
What you?
Yesterday, I mean, shoot inside the house. It was all on TV. They gave him. Now, just send this video out, but I haven't seen it.
But I guess you have.
Well, now they coming to their senses saying, can't be using money in the country.
It was
That's a big heavy person, but.
There's no 10%, $500, $50.
I don't got shit. Boy. I don't got nothing.
I'm just because I still got a hold of this. I don't know how. We're not going to stop. Where's my paperwork? I need to vote at this time. I don't even have a patient. That was Scott Montez. Remember that last one that Scott Montez?
Thank you for your patience, everybody. Good afternoon, sir. Your name, please.
Chester Pratt.
Thank you, Mr. Pratt. You're here for case 200-61613, People State of Michigan vs. Chester Lamont Pratt, also known as Sherman Raymond Pratt. Assistant Counsel.
Justice Child, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Pratt, who waives formal reading, understands the constitutional rights and stands in you.
Court will waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty. Mr. Pratt, the court scheduling a probable cause conference, sir, you must attend on Wednesday, December the 2nd, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. That hearing, sir, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Not guilty is entered as to bond.
Your Honor, my client's 32 years old. He is unemployed right now because of the pandemic. Your Honor, he did get his GED. He's not on probation or parole. Your Honor, I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. These are serious, however, they are allegations and they are non-assaultive.
Thank you. Mr. Pratt, those are very serious allegations, as stated by your counsel. As non-assaultive, the court's considered the information alleged in the investigator's report, as well as your prior criminal convictions. It appears you have ties to the community. Court considers your current unemployment status, as stated by counsel, as relates to ability to post bond, as well as the current epidemic facing the nation. During this bond, Mr. Pratt, you're not to use any illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, understood?
Yes, sir.
Given your lack of capious history, epidemic facing nation, information placed on the record, and the serious nature of these allegations, your bond will be set $10,000 personal bond. You're being released on a personal bond, Mr. Pratt. Good luck, sir. I hope it works out. Make sure and attend that court date.
Yes, sir.
No, that's not true. DDC, Madam Clerk's just informed us that we may have one additional mail that's timing out. Are you aware of that person?
No. What's the name?
I'm sorry. One moment. They just called back and told us we have an additional matter. Madam Clerk's on the phone right now, and she's getting the name. Thank you for your patience and assistance, as always. not clear why this happens.
Hey, Ladonna, what's the person's name? We got one more. We can say it. Leonard McCants.
Leonard McCants? Do you have that gentleman, officer?
Is McCants still here? Let's see.
Okay, well, Kim just texted back and said he can go in the afternoon, so.
I think that we can put him in the afternoon. So I appreciate your patience, officers. Any males or females that you're aware of at 48 hours that can't wait till the afternoon? It looks like Mr. McCants is going into the afternoon according to the Madam Clerk.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for everything today. Appreciate it. Have a nice day and be safe.
You too, Yana.
Thank you, ma'am.